Hello everyone, myself Kalpana Chaudhary, Department of Chemistry, RBNB College, Srirampur. Today we are going to see the concept of acidity, basicity and neutrality of aqueous solution from the topic ionic equilibria. Now let us see first what is meant by acidic solution. Let us see acidic solution. Now acidic solution means the aqueous solution in which the hydronium ion concentration is always greater than hydroxyl ion concentration, or also we can say that hydronium ion concentration is greater than 1 into 10 raised to minus 7 concentration. And hence we can say that for acidic solution, pH of solution is always less than 7. For acidic solution, pH of solution is always less than 7 because here hydronium ion concentration is greater than 1 into 10 raised to minus 7, and also in the solution hydronium ion concentration is greater than hydroxyl ion concentration. Now let us see what is that basic solution. What is the pH for basic solution? Now in case of basic solution, in the aqueous solution, what happens here? That hydroxyl ion concentration is less than hydronium ion concentration is less than hydroxyl ion concentration, or we can say that hydroxyl ion concentration is greater than hydronium ion concentration, or here we can say that hydronium ion concentration is less than 1 into 10 raised to minus 7 molar value. And hence here in case of basic solution, pH of the solution is always greater than 7. pH of solution is always greater than 7 for basic solution. Now let us see the next type of solution, that is neutral solution. Neutral solution. Now in case of neutral solution, the hydroxyl ion concentration and hydronium ion concentrations that are always equal, and these values are found to be 1 into 10 raised to minus 7 molar, and hence in case of neutral solution, pH of the solution is found to be 7, or pH is equal to 7 for neutral solution, because here hydronium ion concentration is always equals hydroxyl ion concentration and the solution becomes neutral, and hence pH of the solution is 7. Now let us see the next concept from this topic. That one is concept of hydrolysis. Now, when any salt is dissolved in water, that almost completely dissociates into water, and also water dissociates slightly. How that equilibrium forms? Let us see here. Water that dissociates very slightly to form hydronium ion and hydroxyl ion. Now here any salt, when that is dissolved in water, that dissociates completely. Now here whatever that ions are formed of that salt, if that do not interact with water, then in that case hydroxyl ion concentration and hydronium ion concentration that do not disturb. That means here equality of concentration of both these ions, hydronium ion and hydroxyl ion, remains same, and hence pH of the solution is also remains constant. Now, but when that whatever salt dissociates in water, and if one or more of the ions of that salt that interact with water ions, then here that solution may become acidic or that may become basic. That depends upon the strength of ions, or that depends upon type of the salt. Now here that is the concept of hydrolysis. What is that hydrolysis? Hydrolysis of salt is defined as the reaction in which ions of that salt, that may be cation or anion, or sometimes both the ions that react with ions of water, and that is called as hydrolysis of salt. What is hydrolysis of salt? It is the reaction in which cation or anion or both the ions that reacts with ions of water to produce acidity, alkalinity, or even sometimes neutrality. Now let us see what are the types of salt. Now let us see here types of salt. First one is salt of strong acid and strong base. For example, NaCl. It is the salt of strong acid and strong base. Now second type is salt of strong acid and weak base. For example, copper sulfate. That is the salt of strong acid and weak base. And third type is salt of weak acid and strong base. For example, sodium acetate. Sodium acetate. And the last type is salt of weak acid and weak base. For example, ammonium acetate. Ammonium acetate. These are the four types of salt. Now let us see what are the pH of these solutions, that is types of that salt. Now let us see one by one. Consider salt of strong acid and strong base. Now for example, NaCl, that is the salt of strong acid HCl and strong base NaOH. And this NaCl in its aqueous solution that dissociates completely, in its aqueous solution dissociates almost completely to form Na plus aqueous ion and Cl minus ions. Now here both these ions Na plus and Cl minus ion do not have capacity to react with water ions, because here if that are reacting with ions of water, then possible products are NaOH and second one is HCl, and both are being strong electrolytes. This one is strong acid and this one is strong base. Here when this Na plus ion and Cl minus ions that reacts with water, then here possible products are HCl and NaOH. Now here actually what happens here, that HCl and NaOH in water, when that are dissociated, that contains hydronium ion, Na plus ion, hydroxyl ion and Cl minus ions. Actually here when NaCl is dissociated completely, that is forming Na plus and Cl minus ion. Now both these ions do not have ability to react with ions of water because here possible products are strong electrolytes. When that Na plus Cl minus react with water, will get formation of HCl, that is being strong acid, being strong electrolyte, and second one is NaOH, strong base, that is also being a strong electrolyte. But actually in that water, what is there? Here HCl and NaOH that reacts with ions of water and will get formation of hydronium ion, Na plus ion, OH minus ion and Cl minus ion. Now here if we observe this reaction, then it is found to be all the reactants and products are same and they are get cancelled out, and hence pH of such type of salt, that is 7. That is found to be 7, or we can say that salts of strong acids and strong bases are neutral in nature. Now let us see the second type of the salt, that is salt of strong acid and weak base. Salt of strong acid and weak base. Now for example, consider copper sulfate. Now copper sulfate, it is the salt of strong acid H2SO4 sulfuric acid and weak base copper hydroxide. Now here what happens, this copper sulfate when that is dissolved in water in its aqueous solution, that dissociates almost completely to form Cu2 plus ion and sulfate ions. Now here out of these two ions of this salt, sulfate ion do not interact with ions of water because the possible product is H2SO4, which is being a strong electrolyte. But here Cu2 plus ion, that are the ions of this weak base that combines with water ions to form unionized copper hydroxide and hydronium ion Now here if we compare both these reactions, then it is found to be, here this one is unionized weak base and these are hydronium ions. Now here in this solution it is found to be, if we observe this reaction, here proportion of this hydronium ion concentration is excess, and so here it is found that salt of strong acid and weak base, the pH of such type of solution is acidic. This type of solutions are acidic in nature and hence pH of such type of solutions are always less than 7. Salt of strong acid and weak base, that solutions are found to be acidic in nature and their pH are always less than 7. Now let us see the third type of solution, that is the salt of weak acid and strong base. Weak acid and strong base. Salt of weak acid and strong base. For example, consider sodium acetate, that is the salt of weak acid, acetic acid and strong base NaOH. Strong base NaOH. Now here this sodium acetate, that is when dissolved in water, that dissociates almost completely to give acetate ion and sodium ions. Now from this reaction here, Na plus ions, that is do not have any tendency to react with ions of water, because if Na plus react with ions of water, the possible product is sodium hydroxide NaOH, and which is being a strong electrolyte. And so here in this equation, these acetate ions that reacts with ions of water to form an ionized acetic acid. Now let us see first that equilibrium of water. Water dissociates slightly to form hydronium ions and hydroxyl ions. Now these acetate ions from this reaction, from this salt, acetate ion that combines with water, acetate ion that combines with ions of water or with water, and will get formation of unionized acetic acid, unionized acetic acid and hydroxyl ions. Now in that solution, in the salt of sodium acetate, actually how many ions are there? Look here. Sodium acetate in its aqueous form, when that interact with water, here you get formation of unionized acetate ion plus Na plus ion, and here we get formation of hydronium ion. When sodium acetate interact with water, we will get formation of acetate ion plus Na plus ion and hydronium ion. But actually these acetate ions that combines with water to form unionized acetic acid, which is being a weak electrolyte, and hence from this equilibrium it is observed that in the solution of sodium acetate, that proportion of hydroxyl ion is more. That is, excess proportion is present for this hydroxyl ion, and hence the solution should be basic in nature, and hence it is concluded that salt of weak acid and strong base, such type of solutions are always basic in nature, and pH of such type of solutions is always greater than 7. pH of such type of solution is always greater than 7, and solutions are found to be always basic in nature. Now let us see the fourth type of salt, that is salt of weak acid and weak base. Salt of weak acid and weak base. Now consider a general salt of weak acid and weak base, that is Ba. Now this Ba salt of weak acid and weak base, when that is dissolved in water, that dissociates almost completely to form B plus cations and A minus anions. Now in this equation, whatever these B plus and A minus ions are formed, both are having tendency to react with ions of water, and the possible products are here B plus cations and A minus anions of the salt of weak acid and weak base that interacts with water to form weak acid HA and weak base BOH. Both these are weak acid and this one is weak base. Both are weak electrolytes. Now here, depending upon the strength of this weak acid and strength of this weak base, solutions are may be acidic, that may be basic, or that may be neutral in nature. Now let us see how that. Now here the strength of acids and bases that are determined by the dissociation constant of acids and bases. Now here let us see, there are three conditions which will give us idea about acidity, basicity or neutrality of the aqueous solution. Now here, if dissociation constant of weak acid is greater than dissociation constant of weak base, then such type of solution will be acidic in nature. Acidic in nature. Now here second condition, if dissociation constant of weak acid is less than dissociation constant of weak base, then such type of solutions are basic in nature. Solution will be basic. And here third condition, if dissociation constant of weak acid that is found to be dissociation constant of weak base, that means here both are equal, then solution will be neutral. Solution will be neutral. Now here this one is the fourth type of salt, salt of weak acid and weak base. Now here, depending upon strength of acids and bases, we can find out whether solution is acidic or whether solution is basic or whether solution is neutral. When that dissociation constant of weak acid is greater than dissociation constant of weak base, then solutions are acidic in nature. When dissociation constant of weak acid is less than dissociation constant of weak base, then solutions are basic in nature. And when strength of weak acid equals strength of weak base, that means we can say that dissociation constant of weak base and weak acid both are equal, then solutions are neutral. Now let us stop here. Thank you.